A key feature of the data that we just looked at is that consumption is smoother than income, and it's a lot smoother than the two measures of wealth that we looked at. This seems to conflict with Polonius's advice in Hamlet: neither a borrower nor a lender be, for loan oft loses both itself and friend, and borrowing dulls the edge of husbandry. But apparently Polonius was not maximizing utility. Borrowing and lending occur because different people have different income streams, and different people also have different preferences over the timing of their consumption. And it's through borrowing and lending that you are able to smooth your consumption over time. So let's see how this works in the context of this figure. We have consumption today on the horizontal axis and consumption in the future on the vertical axis. This person is endowed at point E with income today of y minus t and income in the future of yf minus tf. Now this person wants to consume at point D. Well, how can she do that? Well, what she wants is to have more consumption in the future than she has income in the future. And the way that she's going to arrange to do this pushing of consumption into the future is by reducing her consumption today. And how does she do that? Well, she saves. So her savings is just current after-tax income minus her current consumption. And because she's consuming less than her income today, she has positive savings. This shows up as this distance, this horizontal distance S. But now if she's saving today by consuming less than her income, then this is going to translate into consumption opportunities in the future, or income in the future. And how much is that income? Well, it's this vertical distance, 1 plus R times S. So her consumption in the future, C star F, is going to be her after-tax income in the future plus the return on her savings. And remember that this return is positive, so therefore her consumption in the future can exceed her after-tax income in the future. So that's what a lender does. Now how about a borrower? Well, we have the same scenario. Borrower is endowed at point E with y minus t and yf minus tf. But now the borrower is impatient and wants to consume at a point like C, where C star, current consumption, exceeds current after-tax income. So what does this person have to do? Well, he has to borrow. And how much is he going to borrow? Borrowing, by the way, is just negative savings. So how much is he going to borrow? Well, it's going to be the difference between current income and current consumption. And that's going to be negative. So he borrows this amount, S, which is less than 0. And of course, if he's borrowing S, then he's going to have to repay 1 plus R times S. So his consumption in the future, C star, is going to be reduced relative to his after-tax income in the future by the amount that he has to repay. So this baby is negative, so his consumption in the future is reduced relative to his income. And that's how a borrower behaves.